Hello everybody from YouTube. Today I'm going to show you a guide about all the skills that I use in PvP 1v1s and 3v3s. So starting off, Stellar Impact. I use this ability to close in the gap between me and my opponent. This ability is a medium SA and it also breaks weak armor. It has movement and is a quick dash. The reason why I use this skill is because most people are going to use abilities that's going to stagger me. So I want to get to them without getting staggered. This skill would be the best skill to use for closing that gap. For example, okay. So as soon as you come out the spawn, you usually want to get in close because you are a close range character. Starbreaker is close range character. How you do that? You want to dash in. This dash is protected, so you can dash in without getting knocked out of any ability that the enemy is throwing at you. You can also aim in any direction that you want to. Go this way, circle around, position yourself properly for the next engagement. There's a second cooldown, so you're gonna be waiting there for a while. Go in, and there you go. The next skill I use for Starbreaker in PvP is Morning Star. Morning Star is a weak super armor break, and it also breaks shield. So this ability would be great against berserkers that gain their shield over time, and it's really strong against a lot of people who dash in, because other people dashes are weak super armor, so you can outplay them if you hold the charge down. So, show you an example. You see how I didn't get staggered there? The bot is not gonna dash at me because he's kind of weird, but there you go. You see? Stopped his dash. I'm gonna do it again. Alright, let's try it one more time. There you go. When you hold the button, it becomes more like a medium SA opposed to a weak SA, as long as you hold that button. Now, for the next skill that I use in my kit is Scarlet Comet. What people usually hate about Starbreaker is this skill. This skill basically overpowers other medium SAs if you hold the button. When you hold the button, it becomes a different skill. It becomes an amplified skill. Starbreaker has amplified on her kit. What amplification does is it increases the damage, and also what this skill does is it stops anyone that's using medium SA. It overpowers their SA, and it's very good for engagements. Now, this skill in PvP has a 22-second cooldown. It also takes 30 energy. This skill, I would only use it when I know that like the enemy is coming at me, or I wanted to engage at them, or I'm trying to use it into another skill. You don't want to just use this skill like however you want. You kind of want to save it to protect yourself, but this skill is really good for engagements and defensive play. So, your example of that. There you go, 22-second cooldown. This is why you want to save that skill. It's very good for defense. I'll do it one more time. The bot is just standing there weird. Don't know why he's doing that. Alright. And there you go. You can also use it to engage as well after the 20-second cooldown. Maybe dodging up a bit. Keep him busy. Now for the next skill I use, Sky Scorcher. This skill is very strong. It could also break through Threshold. Threshold is like the protection on people's HP when you get them to a certain point. This skill can go past that if it's amplified. It's also a good way to get in as well if you're trying to get into somebody without getting knocked out of any SA abilities that they throw at you. It reaches pretty far, it has a very large leap, and it's pretty good for engagements. You can also use it in air when it comes back up. Magic Blade is pretty tough to fight as a Starbreaker. That's why he's like not getting CC'd by anything. Do one more. There you go. Voila. To this. Into this. To this. There you go. Now you still have stamina engaged. Go in. Continue the combo. And threshold. Now use this. And there you go. Now, for the next skill I use, Fist Cannon. Fist Cannon is a long-range ability for Starbreaker. It does break through other SAs. It's pretty safe when you hold the charge. When you fully charge it, it does more damage. It goes past threshold. And it has a really long cooldown, so you don't want to just use it however. This skill does a lot of damage. Like, crazy amounts of damage. So, for example. I usually keep it on my second slot because it's more of like a skill that I use whenever I'm trying to melt someone down. So, make it like a regular fight. Again, Magic Blade is very tough for Starbreaker to beat because he does have a lot of super armors. And threshold. This is how I use my skills. Continue combos. Could do this, do that. Back away. You're gonna try and engage me. Protected. Stop him. And there you go. Next skill some people use. This is an optional skill that you can use in PvP. It's like an instantaneous dash. It's pretty protected. It has a 3-hit combo into it. You really, I mean, it's okay to use. I don't use it personally. I know other Starbreakers do because, you know, it's flashy, it's an instantaneous dash. Not many people expect it. But you don't want to have that skill and Morningstar at same spot. Reason why is because this skill basically takes up Morningstar's spot. Because Morningstar is more of a defensive play. This is more of an aggressive play style. So you'll see why. Instant. Instant. Instant teleport. Always gonna hit. If the opponent knows you're coming, you might get knocked out, but most of the time they don't. They will just get hit by it, never expect it to come in, and you can just keep comboing them. Protected. Alright, coming back up, and instant. And the medium SA as well, so you're protected while doing that. You can be knocked out of it. Don't think you can't. Another Starbreaker can knock you out of it. Anyone who's using proper SAs will knock you out of it. It's not the craziest skill. It's pretty good for instant engages, people who won't expect you to do that. All that added stuff. Next skill, my favorite skill, Burning Meteor. This skill is a medium SA. It also breaks shield. It goes past threshold, which is protection, like I said. It has a 35-second cooldown. It's a very hard-hitting skill, and it's a grab. Now, this skill is why most people usually hate Starbreakers, because even when you stop all of our other abilities, we still have this grab, and it's very safe. You can't SA out of the grab. You're stuck in the grab until that person lands, and then you can SA after. But most people hate this skill because it's like a free win for most Starbreakers. It's a very good skill, but also a very bad skill because it's short range. Give you an example of that. This is the range of that skill. Let's say this is like 10 meters. You probably won't be able to go that far with that skill. It doesn't reach that far. It has a very long cooldown. You'll be waiting for a while to use it again. A lot of people overthink how long that cooldown is, so they don't fight you, which is a good thing. But it's not that great of a skill. You see, it's still on cooldown. Everything else is already, done. But that grab is still on cooldown. It's a very long cooldown. You won't be using it too often. Do not use it to engage people because it will kind of just mess up your whole game plan if you do that grab first. Reason being, it's because of this. Now, they're gonna SA. Normally, a person will SA, and then you just get comboed like this until you have to SA back. It's very bad to use as an engagement tool because you'll just get comboed right after, and then you'll have to use your free SA, which is bad, and you won't have any way to really get out of it if the person is good. So make sure you use it for like a defensive tool. It also can be used in air as well. So, go like this, and it does a lot of damage. I usually have it on my first slot, but I have it on my second here because I'm just trying to show the skills. It's a very stupid long cooldown. Don't want to use it carelessly. Alright. My other favorite skill, Burn Old Flames. This skill is a pull-in and also amplifies you. So that means as soon as you use this skill, you'll be flame bound. Flame bound is basically your skill, is basically your passive, where you are amplified. All your skills will be hitting harder. You'll put pyro on people. You'll be able to do more damage, go past thresholds, all the above. This skill is also a medium SA, so you can use it during some people's SA, but it's not completely safe because it's very like short. So you're probably gonna want to use another skill while you're doing this, or you're probably gonna want to dodge away. This skill is very good for engagements. It pulls people in. If they're trying to run, you pull them in. They can't get away, no matter what they do. Give you an example. I have 3 dashes. All of them I can do. Again, bot is gonna do some weird stuff against what a normal player would do. Grab, slam, wait. See why that dash skill is not really that great. Kick. That. And then we try it again. Pull. There you go. That skill is very good for engagements. It's not good for defensive play. If you're trying to be defensive with that skill, it's not that great. It's pretty decent for like people who aren't expecting it, but it's not the greatest thing for defense play. It's more for aggressive play if you're trying to pull people in that run a lot. Sometimes it misses though, and dodges can also get out of it. If someone already knows what you're gonna do, they're gonna dodge out of it. Next skill, Flaming Hook. Another medium SA. Fully charged, you're protected from all types of SAs that can knock you out unless someone ults you. This skill also gives you shield, and it's kind of like a counter skill. It has a 17-second cooldown, so you can keep using this skill very often, but it's better to use it for like cashing people. This is how I usually this is a skill I usually use to cash people. If someone's jumping a lot above my head like a Magic Blade, Cloud Strider, or a Gunner, I use this skill to cast them out the sky. It's good for that. There's other stuff that it's good for, but mainly I use it to just cast people. This skill used to be able to go past threshold, but from what I've realized, it can and can't at the same time. Like it's a 50-50 with the skill. Reason why is because the initial hit of the skill already like cancels out at a certain point. So the threshold is not going to be met with this skill. Usually when you're using this skill, you want to use it like this. And it pulls people in. No. Do this, do that. If you don't have it charged up, it won't do that. It won't do that suction. But it will get you amplified. So the next skill you use will be amplified. How do you want to use that skill? Well, you usually want to use it like that. That's how you want to use that skill. And it will go past threshold if you use it like that. If you don't use it like that, say you just do this, it will not go past threshold, but it will amplify your next attack. So you can lead it into... something like that. It got a little buggy, but you could do something like that with Fist Cannon into that uppercut. Now, This skill, Melting Blitz, it's a good skill if you're trying to burn someone down and drain their stamina. It's a very long cooldown, so you're not going to be using it often, but it's very good for catching people if you're trying to drain their stamina down. If you don't know a combo, whatever the situation is, if you need it to drain their stamina down, it's very good for that. You want it to be amplified like all the other skills, so like this. And you see how much stamina I'm draining? That skill is very good for draining stamina. It also takes a good amount of your stamina, but you don't have to worry about that if you're draining the other person's stamina. I don't use that skill. It's okay. It's not the best. These are the skills I use for PvP. These skills right here, I use it in this order. I'm more of a aggressive Starbreaker, so these are the skills I choose to use. The reason why I'm not using Blazing Impact and I'm using Warning Star is because Warning Star can stop people's dashes. There's a lot of people in this game that have like really good dashes where you won't be able to do much. They might go past you, they might go through you, they might do all this other thing. This skill stops all of that. You can stop them in their tracks basically. With Blazing Impact, yeah, you can instantly teleport to them and hit them, but what are you gonna do when they dash past you? Because you can go past Blazing Impact. It's not very good for catching people who are also dashing at you. Morning Star, however, is good at catching people and can stop them in their tracks from them going past you. It's also protected while it's charged. So while it's charged, you won't get CC'd out of anything. It becomes a medium armor break when you have this passive on top of this Morning Star. Earth-shaking Morning Star. It gives you a shield. It's unavailable in PvP, but it's very protected skill when it's fully charged. It keeps people in the air for a good amount of time, so you have time if you want to get away, if you have time if you want to keep them juggled, whatever you want to do with this skill, you can do it. It also leaps towards the person that you're fighting as well. You see the cone in front of the skill? It leaps towards them. For example, do it again. Well, whoever's inside that cone will get hit by it, and it will also put you into amplified mode. Amplified mode is the Starbreaker's special passive, and it burns people as well. Now, I will show you in a regular match how I play. Okay. Dash into armor, into slam, and he's already halfway. He's gonna probably leap at me. He doesn't expect it. Wanna do that. And you do that. Dash, protected. Okay, he's not gonna engage. That's the suction. Get him low. He's gonna do that. Now he's getting engaged. That was a good ult by him. He has no stamina though. Alright. I'm gonna do that. And he's dead. Do this, do that, keep him busy, keep him juggled, grab him. And match done. That's how I use my skills in PvP. I don't use them randomly. I don't panic. I just stay calm. Even if I'm losing, I stay calm. I don't try to throw a bunch of skills out. I just stay calm. I don't, even if I'm 20% HP and my opponent is 90% HP, I stay calm. I try not to freak out. I make sure that I land every ability that I throw at people. I make sure I do not miss abilities. I try to minimize missing abilities because when you miss abilities, people can act on it. There's a lot of players on this game that will act on it. They will punish you. They will do whatever they can to stop you. But thank you guys for tuning in. Subscribe and like, and I'll give out more videos for Starbreaker. I will be doing other classes for each season. It will not only just be Starbreaker, but Starbreaker is one of my favorite classes. I enjoy Starbreaker. Hope you guys have a good day. See you guys in the next video.